My name is Paul Grange. I'm the Managing Director of Grange International Limited. I founded the business 12 years ago, and we are a luxury motor yacht brokerage company. We're based in Poole in Dorset, and we operate on a very much international basis. We specialise in the mid-range luxury sector of motorboats between kind of 30 foot and 100 foot. And we work with all major leading boat builders. I joined in May this year, so 7-8 months. And what appealed about it to me was different times of my career and the business. I've been part of a board of directors with this company or sister companies that we've had. And I'm currently running our own Grange International 100% on my own. And I think in these difficult times, it is a challenging market. I miss the ability to bounce strategy ideas off other board members and other people that have something to lose, if you like, by their involvement with the company rather than just staff members. And that's what I saw the alternative board would offer. Mm-hmm. Ironically, because it does exactly what I thought it would, and it solves that kind of commercial hole that I found myself in really without the board of directors. I find it both motivating and driving. It's fun enough you do it voluntarily, but you find yourself sat around a table of your peers, actually answering to them and kind of making sure that you have your figures and ducks in a row. So when you sit there, you're not embarrassed and you have the right answers. And I think bearing in mind, without a board of directors, partners and shareholders to answer to, it's actually quite unique in that it does that. I think Ian, that put the board together for us, has been very clever in getting the right mix of people. There are 5 current members on our board and our 2 new members, which is very good. And we have a full range of characters, from conservative, outspoken, kind of considered, vocal, and the right balance. And depending upon what topic you raise at a meeting, you find the answer comes from one corner or another of the table, which is exactly what you want. They're all small business owners. There's no large business owners amongst us, and they've got different life experiences and commercial experiences, and that's obviously the key to coming together. And if you're honest, and if you really do put your concerns on the table, or put your true figures down, and actually open your mind to the feedback you're going to get, you get the best out of it from the 4 corners of the board. Obviously, my experience is quite unique. I've worked in high-end luxury goods market, which isn't a very common market. I've been both a small businessman, having started my business on my own, and worked a very big business with multi-million-pound turnovers. And I bring a knowledge of marketing, sales, which is my core skill, is definitely sales, and offer my opinions and experience to the table. I hope that I'm quite incisive. I listen to someone's problem, kind of trying to get to the roots of it, and offer a solution that maybe they haven't come across themselves, which again is exactly what you want from the board. It is a challenging time in my field, and we constantly find ourselves trying to reinvent how we trade and how we promote the business to our client base and how we reach out for custom. Having the one-to-one sessions with Ian, which we do every month, have really helped me with some of the finer strategy decisions. And also when you're questioning what you do and how you do it, it's great to have a sounding board in a very personal situation like that, where you can say exactly what's on your mind and you get it back in return. That helps you hopefully reach the right decisions. It's good to know you're not alone. It's slightly corny, but it's the truth of it. I have been able to ask questions of board members at the board meeting, and outside the board meeting, I've met with one of the other board members a couple of times now, and we're bouncing ideas off each other at an even higher level, and that's proved most useful. Having Ian in his one-to-ones has been really, really useful for me strategically at a time when it's been most important. So I think it's that strategic benefit, and it's asking the board and feeling part of it and having them as a sounding board. I think that's the fundamental benefit. The first word that comes to mind is honesty. Ironically, you join and you put yourself into this, and very quickly you find yourself comfortable to declare all your sins, commercial sins, and wants and needs for relative strangers, and they do the same willingly, and it's an unusual situation because you join the board, and what you actually do is you create 4 or 5 taskmasters to answer to, when ironically you set up your own company to be your own boss and under your control, and what you actually do is create 4 or 5 friendly monsters to answer to, and it's very, very useful. Yeah, I'm very happy with the value for money. I wouldn't at this stage want to not be a member of the alternative board, and I think the benefits we get from the board meetings, added to the benefits of the one-to-one with Ian, and the time you spend on your own considering what's been tabled and discussed, I think it's extremely beneficial and great value for money. I have recommended it, and would certainly do so again. I would recommend it to people in my position that are sole business proprietors, that have always been a sole business proprietor or are just starting out, and any one person can only have so much commercial experience, and this is a great way to tap into like-minded or broader commercial experience that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get, and also there's that motivation factor from turning up once a month, having to say how your business is done, what your hopes are, whether you've hit your targets, whether you're not, what you're going to do about it, and answer some searching questions from other commercial people. As I said, it gives you a sense of belonging commercially, some motivation, and definitely some strategic benefits, in my opinion.